Viv is Rain's micronized seed-enhanced vitamin D product. Now you can look at the screen there and you can see the name VIV, and it has a backwards 3, or it has a 3, and I think of that as a backwards E. So I call this product Viv. The 3 stands for vitamin D3, which is the form of vitamin D that we have in this product Viv. And no surprise, vitamin D3 is the most powerful, the most well-absorbed, the most important form of vitamin D for us to put into our system. But why would Rain, of all of the different things that they could make products about, why would Rain choose to make a vitamin D supplement product for us, enhanced with seed oils? And the reason is because more and more research, more and more studies are coming out that are showing that having not just a minimal amount of vitamin D in your system, but having an optimized level of vitamin D in your system actually reduces the risk of death from all causes, except, of course, things like trauma and accidents. But that is the unparalleled immune power of vitamin D, reducing all-cause mortality when we have optimal amounts of vitamin D in our system. Now, our bodies make vitamin D from the sun. The sun hits our skin, and our skin, especially when it's healthy skin, metabolizes into vitamin D. But given our lifestyle these days, a lot of people don't have high enough amounts of vitamin D because we don't live outside, spend as much time outside as we used to, especially if we don't live in the tropics where there's a lot of sunlight. And when we go outside and we're wearing clothes, and if we live in the northern climates, we're just not getting that much sun onto our skin to make abundant amounts of vitamin D. And particularly people who have dark skin don't make as much vitamin D if they're not living in the tropics where the sun is very strong. So most of us benefit from consuming extra vitamin D. Now, Viv is fabulous because it's so convenient. It is a micronized spray. So all it takes is 4 sprays into our mouth to get 10,000 international units of vitamin D. Micronized means that the particles are very, very small so that they can be well absorbed. And by spraying it into our mouth, it goes straight into our bloodstream through our mucous membranes, and it doesn't have to be metabolized by our digestive system. And so this delivery system of vitamin D is just really, really excellent. Let's get into vitamin D a little bit more. One of the wonderful things about this particular product, Viv of vitamin D, is that it is vegan. It is sourced from something called reindeer lichen. And reindeer lichen is actually a plant. It grows in very northern climates. But vegan sources of vitamin D are quite rare, and they're actually more expensive than most of the vitamin D, which is given to us from sheep's lanolin and things like that. But if you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan, then this source of vitamin D is for you. And also it just happens to be very, very high quality. It is a micronized spray. As I said, micronized means very, very small particles, which are more readily absorbed and therefore more beneficial to us. Vitamin D, as I said, is the ultimate immune support. It is important for muscle function. It's also really important for our bones. A lot of us remember that most milk in the United States is fortified with vitamin D because it builds, we hear it all the time, builds strong bones and teeth, right? Well, vitamin D was put in milk to help prevent the deficiency situations where kids, particularly who are malnourished, were getting soft, weak bones. So we need vitamin D for good bone strength. And finally, vitamin D also fights off all kinds of bacteria and viruses. So immune support from vitamin D. We can't get enough, most of us, just from the sun. Now, to the vitamin D, Rain has added all kinds of essential fatty acids. Vitamin E is one of those. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant in its own right. It also supports immune health, and it's really important for skin and vision health. And let's think for a moment. If we want our skin to make abundant vitamin D, then we need to make sure our skin itself is healthy. We need to make sure the cell membranes in our skin are in a situation to take that sunlight and help metabolize it into vitamin D. So the vitamin E is very important. Rain has also put in tomato seed oil. Tomato seed is a natural source of vitamin E. It's also antioxidant. It supports rebuilding of damaged cells, and it's rich in these fatty acids. Rain has also added sea buckthorn seed oil. Again, sea buckthorn seed oil is a rich source of vitamins A, C, and E, has valuable antiviral properties, and helps prevent infection. Now, one of the reasons that these seed oils are very valuable is because oils have kind of like a free pass when they go through our system. So oils can help carry other nutrients across cell membranes, across the blood-brain barrier. And so you've often heard the term liposomal. That's very common in the world of supplements today. And these naturally occurring oils are liposomal delivery systems. So they help the vitamin D get to where it needs to be in our body. So it's not just the extra benefit of having these antioxidants and these vitamins and these antiviral properties. It actually helps the vitamin D get to where it needs to go. Rain has also added organic citrus extract. If you look at your box of vitamin D, you'll see that the organic citrus extract was added as a natural preservative. Rain doesn't put any kinds of artificial preservatives into any of our products, but they scour the literature to find the best natural preservatives to help these products. And I meant, but I forgot to say that Viv is our only product that Rain does recommend refrigerating after you open it. So it's shelf stable when it arrives to you, but you should refrigerate it after you open it. The citrus extract also fights oral bacteria. This is good because remember, Viv is a spray. And so we're putting it into our mouth, and that citrus extract helps fight oral bacteria. So from the get-go, in our mouths, we're already fighting bacteria and supporting our immune system. The citrus extract also is a good immune support, particularly in seasonal changes. So, going from fall to winters when a lot of people get sick, we know citrus has a lot of vitamin C, very, very valuable, and it adds a nice taste to our products. So ultimate immune support from vitamin D. Now, here's an interesting fact you may or may not know. Vitamin D is one of the things that you can't really feel making a difference in your body, like you can with a lot of things. We take Sol and we might notice more energy or less pain, or we sleep better, but we don't really usually notice the benefits of vitamin D, except in keeping ourselves healthy. But day to day, we don't necessarily notice those benefits. And it's hard to tell whether, just from how we feel, whether we have a really good optimal level of vitamin D or whether we have a low level of vitamin D unless we test. The good news is that the testing for vitamin D is not very expensive. You can ask your health practitioner to do it. There's a lot of direct labs that you can go to, and you can find out what your level of vitamin D is and if you should be supplementing with something like Viv. Most people will benefit from it. The other thing is that the normal range of vitamin D is very large. So you could be told that you're doing okay with your vitamin D and you have a very low level of it, which is not optimal. Remember, Rain is in the business of helping us optimize our health, not just get by. So the way I like to think about this and the way we talk about it with people is we know in the United States school system, a normal range, a passing range of grades in school would be A, optimal, all the way down to D, passing grade. A, B, C, D, you're still passing. But I know as a parent, I would never have been happy if my children were coming home with D's all the time. I want them having optimal grades. And I, for myself and for people I talk with and the people that we help with our work, we want people to be living with optimal levels of vitamin D. So do you want to have a D, a passing level, or do you want to have an A? Think about it. And the last thing that I'll just say is a lot of astute customers and Rain partners have asked me over time whether our product Viv has vitamin K in it, because there's a lot of information suggesting that vitamin K supports the absorption and the benefits of vitamin D. Viv does not have vitamin K in it, but guess what? Our product Bend has vitamin K in it. So this is just another example about how different ones of our Rain products can synergistically support one another. You understand that vitamin K is good, get Bend. You'll get the benefits of joint, ligament, and tendon support, but you'll also get that vitamin K to help enhance the absorption and the benefits of the vitamin D. And then finally, we did talk about the fact that vitamin D is metabolized from sunlight through our skin. So all of these things that enhance the health of our skin are very, very important. And that's another area in which our other Rain products support the benefits of this product called Viv.